again, my friends. Thanks for joining me for another video, and if this is your first time here, a very warm welcome. Before we get started, please kindly take a moment right now and click that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified of every time I upload a new video. And also please watch this video to the end to see the preview trailer and some behind the scenes photos.
You alright? All right, Lenny. Let it go. Hey, Slim. Slim, get this.
Get out from under that wheel.
He won't drop it until I tell him, unless the supper bell rings. Ah!
Join me at the old-time drive-in movie theater where it feels like we're all watching this movie together. Someone please pass the popcorn. Now for our feature presentation. And if you haven't seen this movie, please know that there will be some spoilers in this video. Of Mice and Men is a drama and adventure movie. It was written by John Steinbeck and it was nominated for 4 Oscars. It was released in the USA in 1939 and it stars Burgess Meredith and Lon Chaney Jr. And some of their co-stars were Betty Field, Charles Bickford, and others. The movie is about John Steinbeck's classic novel brought to the silver screen, set in the Salinas Valley of California in the 1930s. Of Mice and Men paints a bold, vivid picture of life in the Depression era and tells the tragic tale of George, played by Burgess Meredith, and Lenny, played by Lon Chaney Jr., 2 farmhands searching for a safe haven from the cruelties of the world. This was the first screen adaptation of a John Steinbeck novel. And the play of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck opened at the Music Box Theater in New York on the 23rd of November in 1937 and closed in May of 1938 after 277 performances. The opening night cast included Broderick Crawford as Lenny, Wallace Ford as George, and Will Geer as Slim. Leigh Whipper as Crooks was the only member of the Broadway cast to appear in the film. And the 2 lead roles were hotly contested parts in Hollywood in 1939. It came as a great surprise to many in the industry when director Louis Milestone opted for 2 relative unknowns at that time. And Lon Chaney Jr. had played the role of Lenny in the Los Angeles stage production of Mice and Men and asked director Louis Milestone for a screen test. Milestone was planning on casting Broderick Crawford in the role, but agreed to let Chaney feed lines to actresses testing for the part of May. By the end of all the tests, Milestone had changed his mind and cast Chaney in the part without a test of his own. And the movie was produced by Hal Roach, producer of Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy and Our Gang Comedies. During one of Roach's last interviews, television talk show host Tom Snyder complimented him on the film. Roach responded, "It could have used more laughs." And this is the only feature by producer Hal Roach to receive an Oscar nomination for Best Picture. Ironically, it was a film he never wanted to make. It was produced as the settlement of a lawsuit filed against Roach by director Louis Milestone over a previously aborted production deal between the two. Although Of Mice and Men brought Roach the greatest critical prestige of his career, he preferred not to talk about it. and Lon Chaney Jr. wore special shoes to play Lenny. These increased his height by 6 inches. And Lon Chaney Jr.'s role as Lenny is believed to have caused him to become typecast as hulking but sympathetic monsters at Universal Studios. And the role of Lenny was Lon Chaney Jr.'s personal favorite of all his screen roles. And when the men split into 2 groups looking for Lenny, Jackson's group is mostly equipped with Winchester Models 1897 exposed hammer pump shotguns. Curly has what is probably a Smith & Wesson revolver. One in his group may have a shotgun, and it is hard to tell what the others have. George having a Luger semi-automatic pistol is interesting because this is before World War II, and most Americans are familiar with the Luger only as a World War II German Army weapon and from American soldiers who brought them home as souvenirs after the war. But they were manufactured starting in 1898 and saw service by German forces in World War I. This pistol may have been a war souvenir from World War I. And the November 20th, 1959 episode of Twilight Zone, Time Enough at Last, which stars Burgess Meredith as Henry Bemis, ends with this closing narration by Rod Sterling. The best laid plans of mice and men, and Henry Bemis, the small man in the glasses who wanted nothing but time. An obvious tip of the hat, nod, wink, and smile to Meredith's previous role. And now, if you enjoyed my work and would like to show your appreciation in the form of a donation to help my channel grow, you can buy me a coffee for just a small amount by clicking on the link below in the description area down below. Thanks in advance.
If I was alone, I could live so easy. At the end of the month, I could take my $50 and go into town and get whatever I want. Get a gallon of whiskey, sit in a pool room, play cards, or shoot pool. And what do I got? I got you.
You got me to talk to you.
Yeah. I lead with my left twice, see? Then I bring in the old right cross. 1, 2. 1, 2, and he's down. 1, 2. I can hear it even in my sleep.
You want me to tell you what had happened? They'd take you to a booby hatch. They'll tie you up with a collar like a dog. Then you'd be just like me, living in a kennel.
He tried to throw a scare into Slim, too, and he couldn't make it stick. We seen him.
Yeah, I seen him.
What do you think you're laughing at? Get up on your feet. No big lug's gonna laugh at me. I'll show you who's yellow. Put up your hands, Lenny. Fight him there.
Leave me alone. Don't let him do it. Get him, Lenny.
Oh, I was clear through the gate when I remembered you. You foolish little face. You're coming with me. What you covering up there?
Just my pup. Just my little old pup.
He's dead.
He was so little. I was just playing with him, and he made like he was going to bite me. And I made like I was going to smack him. And then he was dead.
Oh, don't worry none. He was just a mutt. You get another one easy. The whole country's full of mutts.
It ain't that so much. George says if I done any more bad things.
Wait a minute, where you going?
Well, I ain't gonna have nothing to do with you. George says I ain't to talk to you nor nothing.
Listen, don't worry about talking to me. Hear those guys yelling out there? They got a tournament. None of them ain't gonna leave till it's over. It ain't gonna be over till dark.
Well, I ain't supposed to. George sees me talking to you, he's gonna be mad. He told me so.
What's the matter with me? And I got a right to talk to nobody?
George says you're gonna get us in a mess.
What harm am I doing to you? Seems like they ain't none of them cares how I gotta live. Confidentially, I'm going away from here. I'm gonna make something out of myself yet. I ain't used to living like this. I come from Salinas. Come there when I was a kid. Well, a show come through once, and I met one of the actors.
We gonna have a little place and rabbits?
He says he was gonna put me in the movie. Says I was a natural. As soon as he got back to Hollywood, he was gonna write me about it. You listening? I never got that letter. I always thought my old lady stole it. Well, I wasn't gonna stay no place where you couldn't get nowhere or make something out of yourself, where they stole your letters. I asked her if she stole it too, and she says no. So I married Curly. Met him out the Riverside Dance Palace that same night.
Oh, I hope George ain't gonna be mad about that there pup.
I don't like Curly. I'm leaving him. I'm gonna thumb a ride to Hollywood.
We going away from here pretty soon. This ain't no nice place.
I'm gonna get in the movies and wear all them nice clothes. All them nice clothes like they're wearing. And I'll sit in them big hotels and they'll take pictures of me. When they have them openings, I'll go and talk on the radio and it won't cost me nothing because I'm in the picture. All them nice clothes like they wear. Because this guy says I'm a natural.
We going away. Far away from here.
Of course, when my old lady hears I run away from Curly, she won't ever speak to me no more. She'll think I ain't decent. That's what she'll think. Well, we ain't really decent, no matter what my old lady tries to hide. My old man was a drunk. They put him away. One night when I was just a little kid, him and my old lady had a terrible fight. They was always fighting. In the middle of the night, he come into my room and he says, "Let's you and me run away." And he says, "We gonna live together. We gonna live together 'cause you're my own little girl. Why, you'll bake little cakes for me and I'll paint pretty pictures all over the wall." But in the morning, they caught us and put him away. I wish we'd have went. They locked him up for a drunk, and in a little while he died.
Maybe if I took that there pup and throwed him away, George wouldn't never know. Then maybe I could tend the rabbits without no trouble.
You're goofy.
No, I ain't. George says I ain't. I just like to pet nice things.
smooth things.
Well, who don't? Everybody likes that. I like to feel silk and velvet. You like to feel velvet?
You bet, by golly. I had some, too. A lady gave it to me. Aunt Clara, she give it right to me. But this big a piece. I wish I had that velvet right now. I ain't seen it for a long time. I must have lost it.
You're goofy. But you're kind of a nice fella. Just like a big baby. A person can kind of see what you mean. Sometimes when I'm doing my hair, I just sit there and stroke it because it's so soft. Some people got kind of coarse hair. You take Curly. His hair's just like wire. Mine's soft and fine. Here. Here. Right here. Don't you muss it up. You're mussing it! Let go! Stop it! Let go!
Please don't. Please don't yell. George is going to say I've done a bad thing. Don't do that. You're going to get me in trouble just like George says you will.
The usual laughs, not often but loud, and in the world that I knew, I didn't know about you. Chasing after the ring on the merry-go-round, just taking my fun where it could be found, and yet what else could I do? I didn't know about you. Darling, now I know I had the loneliest yesterday. Every day
get in the movies and wear all them nice clothes. All them nice clothes like they wear. And I'll sit in them big hotels and they'll take pictures of me. When they have them openings, I'll go and talk on the radio and it won't cost me nothing because I'm in the picture. All them nice clothes like they wear. Because this guy says I'm a natural.
If you like that one, we've got a lot more. Hotter than your morning coffee.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back to see the next one. I'll be here waiting for you. If you enjoyed this, please kindly give me a like, share with others, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget you need to click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of every time I upload a new one. So thank you so very much for stopping by again and sharing this moment with me. And this time that always passes by so quickly. I can't wait to do the next one for you. So until we meet again, please be safe and be blessed.